everyone, it's Fantayzia and welcome to another mod review. So this is a new mental health mod. I came across this and I was like, oh my goodness, it's in beta right now. So it's in early access on Patreon and it's just the beginning stages of it. So it's going to be like updated, more will be added to it. But I thought I would go ahead and review it for you guys because there's enough to it already where, it will make a difference in your gameplay. So you guys can download it now if you become a Patreon for the creator. So I'm going to have the link down below, or of course just wait until it comes out for free. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the page just to kind of like show you guys a little bit about it before we jump into game. Okay, so here it is here. It's by Plumlace and it's just called Mental Wellness Mod. So as you can see, it's in beta here. I'm not going to read all of this completely because we are going to go through it in game, but basically you can get 3 different mental illnesses: major depression, generalized anxiety, and ADHD. So I've already kind of like, did a little bit to figure out how it works. So we're going to go through it together. There is some things that I don't know if we'll experience because, there's different things like you can get a therapist and stuff like that. We will definitely be calling the therapist though. But yeah, this is just the post and you can get different moodlets from it, which I will go over in game. And there's also like anxiety medicine and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things. There's a couple new social interactions. You can talk about your mental health and vent. And then yeah, you can just download it down here. So let's go ahead and jump straight into game so we can get into it. Also, before we do, let's do our notification shout out, and this one goes to Ava. Thank you so much for the love and support. I really appreciate you, and I love you too. So if you guys want a chance to get a notification shout out, all you gotta do is comment down below. So first things first, I did go into Create a Sim, and there is a generalized anxiety trait. I didn't see an ADHD trait or anything like that. It was just a generalized anxiety trait. So there is more to the mod. There's depression and ADHD as well, but I don't think those are traits, or maybe they're just not in Create a Sim and they gain them over time. So I guess we'll kind of see with that, but I was able to give my sim here the generalized anxiety, and it says sims with generalized anxiety tend to be more anxious and fearful than other sims. So I actually have this, so this is super relatable to me. And I feel like if you guys struggle with anything mental health related, if any of you guys have ADHD, I feel like sometimes it's nice to have these things in the game. Some people might not want it because it's like realistic and like it could be a little too realistic for them, but I feel like sometimes it's nice to have these things. It's relatable. And also if you play with your sim self, it's nice to have these things. So here my sim gets this trait because I gave her the generalized anxiety. And it says anxiety disorders are a group of mental health conditions that involve excessive and prolonged anxiety that can interfere with daily life. They include generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, and specific phobias. Treatment for anxiety disorders may include therapy, medication, or a combination of both. So that's what she's experiencing right now. And ignore this, she's currently drunk. I don't even know why that happened. You can actually click on your sim and go to mental health, and you can take anxiety meds, you can talk to a therapist, or talk with a psychiatrist. So I think we're going to try all of these things. I think the first thing we'll do is talk with the therapist. So you can see she's feeling very tense here. So like I said, of course, there's the depression and there's also ADHD, but I'm assuming you just have to like gain those throughout gameplay. Like, I don't know if it will just randomly pop up for you guys. Okay, so I don't know why. Okay, this is so funny, but like I'm living for it. I don't know if it's supposed to be a dog. But when you go ahead and click talk to therapist, this pops up here. So it says, "Hi Vienna, it's your therapist. You said you need to talk. I'm here for you. What's on your mind?" Why do I kind of love that it's a dog? Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be. Maybe it won't be like that for you guys. I don't know, but I kind of love it. I've been feeling sad lately. I'm feeling very anxious. I feel like I can't focus on anything. So I think we're going to do the last option here. "I'm sorry you've been feeling this way. Have you done any self-care lately?" What self-care? I haven't tried. I've been practicing self-care routinely. We're going to say I haven't tried. Exercising, eating healthy, trying relaxing activities, and staying connected are all ways you can practice self-care. A bubble bath is in my future. Thanks for the tips. We'll say a bubble bath is in my future. Bubble baths are also a great way to practice self-care and love. You've got this. Thank you for helping me talk through this. This was much needed. Okay, let's say that. So I love that. There's like a whole little like interaction there. And then okay, feeling better from talking with therapist. Vienna is feeling better after speaking with a therapist. Sometimes it's nice to just let it all out. Aww. So I believe she can actually make herself feel better. By the way, this house was from the gallery. However, I have no clue where I found it. I tried to find it again. It's not popping up for me. So I did just go to like popular now. So maybe try doing that and maybe it'll come up for you guys. Oh, I don't think she has a bathtub. So that's unfortunate. I don't even think a bathtub will really fit in her place, but I am really curious if that would help her. So I might try to make one work or just literally put a bathtub in a random area. Like, for real. I might just do that. I know that seems kind of silly, but I just want to see if, this will kind of like help her feel better in any sort of way. So we're literally just going to plop a bathtub wherever it will fit, which it looks like is nowhere. So we can put a bathtub on the balcony. Sure. Sure. She's going to go ahead and take a bubble bath, and we're going to see if that helps her at all. So that would be amazing if it did. She definitely needs that. So let's just see. So basically this, I'm pretty sure it just stays here unless she goes ahead and gets some anxiety meds. So we're going to go ahead and see if that kind of helps. But also, let's go to mental health and we're going to talk with a psychiatrist. So this should also just be a phone call. So basically what happens is you just see this go, but then you will have your phone ring. So here we go. Okay, so I think it's just at random. I think that's why we got a dog. So I think it will just be like totally random. So it's a Kira now. So it says, "Hello, Vienna. I'm your psychiatrist and I will be providing an assessment and a diagnosis for you today. Can you tell me how you've been feeling lately?" Okay, so here is where you can actually get diagnosed. So, you know, she already has generalized anxiety, but you can get diagnosed with that in game. So I want to try to show you guys everything today. So she already has anxiety. So we're going to see if we can, you know, get her diagnosed with everything just so you can see like, you know, all the different situations that can happen. So let's say I've been feeling sad lately. You've been feeling sad lately. Have you noticed any other symptoms? I've been sleeping more than usual. I've been feeling down a lot lately. I feel a sense of hopelessness and despair. We're going to do the last one here. I see. Have you lost interest in things you once loved, such as hobbies or talking with friends or loved ones? Yeah, let's say yes. It appears to me that you're going through some tough times and are depressed. I am prescribing you some medication and suggesting you to reach out to a therapist to help talk you through some positive coping skills. So we did, okay, so now she was just diagnosed with major depression. It looks like that actually doesn't show up here. So this is in beta, like I said, so it actually might end up showing up here. So keep that in mind. This is in beta. So I'm thinking that's why this was only available in Creative Sim, but you can still get diagnosed with it. And then here we go. So she will have it here, but I don't know if it'll also become something that is available in the trace as well. So it says a mental health condition characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and lack of interest in activities that were once enjoyable. Major depression can significantly impact a person's ability to function in daily life and may require professional treatment such as therapy, medication, or both. Okay, so I think that is everything she's experiencing so far. So we can go ahead and talk to the psychiatrist again to try to get diagnosed with the ADHD as well. And I believe there's going to be meds for that too. So you can see here she can take anxiety ones and depression meds. So I don't know if it's due to the time, perhaps, like it's kind of late, but every time we call the psychiatrist, they're not really like calling back. So we're going to go ahead and wait on that. And I'm going to go ahead and have her take anxiety meds. So because this is the one thing she's known that she's had for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that and kind of see what happens. Okay. So there's no animation to that, but again, that might change. It's in beta, but you can see that she did take them because she has this moodlet here. So it says anxiety medicine. Taking anxiety meds have temporarily relieved some symptoms for Vienna. So now she still has this here, but it's not like the main moodlet. So I actually like that because then, you know, it's still there. Like that's how it's going to be. It's always going to be there, right? But it's not as intense, like it's helping her. Another thing, I feel like she should just like relax and watch some TV. So we're going to have her do that. So we're going to go ahead and watch a movie actually. So she's just going to enjoy a movie, and let's actually go ahead and have her take her other meds. So she's going to take the depression ones, and this is not her main mood right now, so I guess we'll just kind of see. Okay, yes, so this one gives her a more like happy and playful moodlet. So taking depression meds have temporarily relieved some of the symptoms. Okay, so it's kind of like the same situation. So like I said, I'm pretty sure it's too late to call the psychiatrist, or like I said, it is in beta, so it could just be like being a little bit wonky. So I'm gonna wait though till the morning, and then we'll try to call the psychiatrist again. If not, I'll do the therapist first, just to kind of talk with them because the psychiatrist did recommend that. So she's getting sleepy, so she's gonna go ahead and head to sleep. I don't know if her moods are going down faster. It actually does seem like they are, which would make a lot of sense. So it seems like her energy is going down faster. I don't know, like it just really is seeming like that to me. It's seeming like everything is kind of going down faster. I don't know how I feel about everything going down faster. Like, I don't really know if that feels right to me, like every single moodlet, like including hunger and everything. Oh, I think she's peeing herself. Girl, I'm cheating this. Your girl is struggling. So she's currently hungover. She just finished her bath, and we're gonna go ahead and have her try to call again, and we'll kind of see if they'll call her back. So basically, it's kind of like a little waiting game. So I think it was just too late. All right, so hello Vienna, I'm your psychiatrist. Okay, so it's the same thing. So what we're gonna do this time is I feel like I can't focus on anything. You're having difficulty concentrating. Have you noticed any other symptoms? I have periods of hyperfocus. I can be really impulsive. I notice I'm constantly bored and fidgeting. Let's do I have periods of hyperfocus. It sounds like you have major ADHD symptoms. Do you have difficulty organizing and tracking tasks/activities? I feel like I have trouble keeping my queue organized. Yes, I'm constantly going from one hobby to the next. I'm having difficulties on tasks at work. Let's do this one. Okay, so the conversation just kind of stopped there and I'm not exactly sure why. Oh. Okay. That was not the psychiatrist. So I don't think, yeah, we weren't diagnosed with anything. We could try again. I want to show you guys everything with how this mod works. I want to give you guys a full honest review just because it is in beta. So let's go ahead and talk to the therapist again. I'm thinking that maybe we should do that. Her needs are going down very quick. Oh, is it the therapists that are always a dog? Because it's kind of cute. All right, let's see. I can't focus on anything. I've been practicing self-care. So that's kind of it with that. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if the ADHD can be diagnosed yet. It is implemented into the mod, but I'm not sure if Sims will actually get diagnosed. So I don't know if we're gonna get that to work, but overall, you guys, I do really like this. I'm excited to see how it is like when, this is like fully complete. I feel like it'll be really good to have if you want a mod like that. So yeah, like I said, like obviously this is the type of mod that you might want, you might not. This is something that I would personally use in my game for like realistic storytelling because of the way I storytell, even though like some mods I have, like, they can make the game very real and like real life situations, can be like kind of something you don't always want in your game, but when you're like a realistic storyteller, I feel like it allows you to do more stories like when you have those mods. So for me, these type of mods are definitely good, but I'm gonna go ahead and link this down below, you guys. Definitely keep an eye on it. It'll probably be getting updates, and for whenever it goes out of beta, then it should be working like completely smooth. But for being in beta, I feel like I can still keep this in my game and it's not gonna like interfere or like it's not a mod where like glitches are going to be happening or, it's just like not everything's working 100%, it seems like. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys have any mods that you want me to go over, definitely comment down below. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having an amazing, amazing day. I love you guys also so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. The night is young, so let's have some fun.